All right. So, good evening, everyone, and happy new month to you, and happy independence to every one of you. I'm super excited to be here today. You're all welcome. As you are joining the Sales Clinic Open Day, I want you to comment your name and where you're watching from. And don't forget to share this video as many times as possible. Welcome. My name is Kayode Sunday, and I'm the African King of Sales. And it's such a lovely day here. And I'm super excited to be here again to have a little time with you, to have a discussion with you on how you can move your sales to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sales Clinic Open Day. Come on, bring the energy. Come on. I'm super excited, and you are all welcome to the Sales Clinic Open Day. As you are joining, I want you to comment your name and where you're watching from. I'm super excited to be here today. Come on, guys. Bring the energy in here. If you are finding it difficult to sell, bring it right now to the Sales Clinic Open Day. Come on, guys. Come on. You are going to sell more of your product than you have done in the last 30 days. Come on, guys. Bring the energy. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome to the Sales Clinic Open Day. Come on. Bring the excitement here. Bring the energy here. Come on, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to share this video on your profile, on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram, on your Twitter. Bring people right here to come and learn how to sell. I'm super excited to be with you. I'm super excited to be here with you. I'm super excited. So comment where you're watching from and share this video on your profile, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram. You deserve to live a good life. Where you sell more, you get money to live the life that you want. And that is why we started the Sales Clinic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sales Clinic. Welcome. My name is Kayode Sunday, and I'm super excited. Today is Independence Day for people in Nigeria, and I'm super happy. You deserve a financial freedom. Yes. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. And if you are joining the video, I want you to share on your profile, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram. Let people come here to come and learn. My name is Kayode Sunday, and today is another Sales Clinic Open Day. And today we are going to be looking at something that is so very vital for your business, how to sell. And a lot of people don't know that. Oh, thank you, my uncle, Uncle Solomon. Good evening, sir. Thank you, thank you. Please let me share this video on your profile. At the bottom of the screen, you are going to see a share button. Click on it and share on your profile so that people can come in here to learn. Happy Independence Day to you, sir. And Happy New Month to you, my biggest uncle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as I was saying, today we are going to look at how to play the selling game. How to play the selling game. You know, a lot of people are not selling in their business because they don't even know selling is a game. Yes, selling is a game. And until you know how to play the game before you sell, and when you sell, you have money. And when you have money, you live the kind of life that you want for yourself. So selling is a game. Most people don't know selling is a game. And this is what we are going to be talking about today. How to play the selling game. How to ensure that you sell more of your product. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sales Clinic Open Day. Now, what do I mean by saying that selling is a game? Just like your regular game, any sport, you know, we have two sides. We have one side and the other side playing against each other. Okay? When talking about sales, the one side will be the buyer, the other side will be the seller. So it means if you have a product and you want people to buy, you have to play the game with the buyer. The buyer is one part, the seller is another part. So both the seller and the buyer, they are playing together. Okay? So when we talk about the game of sales, you need to understand the processes to play the game so that you can win. And unlike every other games, selling games has two winners. Selling games has two losers. So it's either you win as a seller or you lose. When your buyer wins, you win. When your buyer loses, you lose. So you need to understand that for you to win, your buyer must win. And how can you make your buyer win? If your buyer gets satisfaction in the product they buy, if they get value for the product they buy, they win. And when they win, they tell people about your product. And when they do that, your product grows. Okay? So, in the game of selling, always remember that there is two winners and there is two losers. So if you want to win, your buyer must win. Your prospect must win. Your customers must win. If not, you cannot win. So, how do you play this game? So that your buyer must win. How do you play the game? Like the regular game, people practice before they enter the field. And a lot of salespersons, a lot of salespeople, they do not practice. They just feel that, yes, I have a product I want to sell. Let me enter the field and start selling. It doesn't work that way. You need to practice. You need to practice. Why do you think footballers are going on training? Because they want to put in the best when they go to the field. As a salesperson, as a business owner, you need to practice how to sell. You need to practice how to sell. It is very important. If you practice how to sell, you become more confident. And I'm going to tell you how to become confident later on in this course of the open day. So if you have questions, if you have concerns about your business, about sales, about selling, put on the chat box and we are going to treat it together and get answers for all your questions in real time. Okay? So, the first step to play the sales game and to win is be your first customer. Be your first customer. A lot of people are complaining that they are not selling because they don't even know their product. Yes, if you want to convince someone to buy from you, you have to know what you are trying to sell. Be your first customer. Your first customer is yourself. Buy your product and use for yourself. Understand what you are selling. Understand what you are selling. Your first customer is you. Know your product. Nobody is going to patronize you until you patronize yourself. And this is what I mean. Becoming your own customer may mean believing in your product or service. It does not necessarily mean that you should use your product, but believe in what you are selling. Ensure that you know your product. Ensure that you know your product. You know, when we started our cooperative society, and for those of you who don't know, I'm also the president of an online cooperative society, and we started this society with just 15,000 naira in 2019, and by the grace of God, right now as I speak to you, we worth millions in savings and in loans that we've given to our members. When we started this society, 5 of us, all we did was just to ensure that the 5 of us were saving. We were all saving. So when we approach people, we show them our consumer account. See when I started, see what I've saved. We were the first customer for our society. And that's how sales comes in. People want to know if you have also used what you are trying to sell to them. They want to know. They want to know if you know what you want to sell to them. Many of the people trying to sell online marketers, affiliate marketers, they don't even know the product they are trying to sell. You have to carry out research. You have to know the product you are trying to sell to people, because they are going to ask you questions. And if you don't answer the questions rightly, they are not going to buy from you. And if they don't buy from you, you lose the game. When a buyer did not buy from you, automatically you lose that game. However, as it is in game of football, that you lose today does not mean you will not win tomorrow. Okay? So try to understand how the game of sales is. If you know the game, you are going to make bunch of money. Bunch of money. And I mean it. So the very first step to playing the game is to know that you are the first customer to your product. Your first customer is yourself. Believe in your product. Believe in your product. In the case of the example I made for you, when we approach people, we simply show them our account. See the account of my savings. See when I started. See what I have now. Gradually, people start believing because they saw that we were also the customer to the platform we are trying to sell. You are a real estate agent. You are trying to sell land for companies. Out of the sales you are able to make, the sales you are able to close, did you buy from those lands? You are telling people that they should become a landowner. Do you have the land for yourself? Your first customer is yourself. People want to know that what you are trying to sell to them, you are also a customer to the product. So the very first step to playing the sales game is for you to know that you are the first customer. Now, let me cite another example for you. Let's say you are into e-commerce and your niche is fashion niche, and you focus on selling shoes. I expect you, as a seller of shoes, to try and wear these shoes with several attires. Wear these shoes with several attires. Wear these shoes with several attires and see how it looks. That is how you can know how to convince someone to buy the product. Some of you bring in products from abroad and you are trying to sell, and if they ask you, how will I not be bold for this particular? I don't know. And it's true, you don't know because you don't use the product and you don't care to even check. So if you want to sell, you need to be very close to your product. People want to understand if you know what you are trying to sell. Your first customer is yourself. Believe in your product. If you don't believe in your product, nobody is going to believe in your product. Nobody. People will only buy based on trust and belief. They believe that the product will help them to achieve what they want. And if you cannot convince them, they are not going to buy. Okay? So, the very first step and the first way to start playing the sales game is to believe in your product and know that you are the first customer to your product or service. You are the first customer. Before you go out there, ensure that you sit down, you strategize. Know your product very well. Know your product very well. Know your product very well. It is very, very important. Know your product. It is very important. And that's how you can sell more. And that's how to play the sales game. Okay? When you know your product very well, you will be able to answer the questions that your prospect may raise, the questions that your customers may raise. Yes, if you are able to, if you are able to get close to your product, you know the in and out of your product. You are able to answer questions. As a real estate agent, you are trying to sell plots of land, but you don't even know the measurement of land. How do you sell? You have to know your product. Either by observing and ensuring that you sit down and check your product thoroughly, or you patronize yourself. You are selling face cap, use one of it. Let people see the face cap on you. Let people see the face cap on you. If you are telling people that you are selling a suit and you want to advertise to them, you want to take the suit to them in their offices, and you are wearing agbada to the office to sell suits. Does that make sense to you? If you are selling a suit, you should look like someone selling a suit. You should go in suit. That is what we mean by being your own customer. If you are selling suits and you want to go and advertise your product, you should be in that suit. Let people see you wear that suit. You are selling car and someone has arranged a meeting with you because of the pictures he or she sees online, and you are going to that meeting in Okada, in Keke Napep. What are you trying to tell the person? You are selling car, but you don't even have a car for yourself. This is what I mean by being your own customer. People must be able to see that you are also using the product you are trying to sell to them. Does that make sense at all? So that is the very first step to play the sales game. That is the very first step to play the sales game. Step number 2 is don't be afraid to advertise or tell someone about what you are selling. Do not be afraid to tell someone about what you are selling. Do not be afraid to tell someone about what you are selling. And new people that are starting business are the culprits for this. And I don't know why people feel like if I tell him that I'm selling this, he's going to be angry. If I put on my status that I'm selling that, people will mute me. Let them mute you. Let them mute you. Anyone who is tired of seeing your product or service should mute you. Who cares about that? At this point, you should focus on the people that will buy from you and not people that will not buy from you. Your energy should be on people that will buy from you. And that is why it is necessary for you to know your customer, which I will still speak on. So if you are watching this Sales Clinic Open Day, I want you to comment your name and where you're watching from, and please share this video on your profile. Share as many times as possible. In fact, share 50 times. Share. Let people come here to learn. Today we are celebrating independence. Are we financially independent? Are we really financially independent? Because we don't even know what this independence of a thing means. Our independence as a society, as a nation, is the collective independence of individual, of each one of us. The prosperity of our nation, Nigeria, is the prosperity of each one of us. If we are prosperous in our businesses, Nigeria will be prosperous. Are we celebrating independence in depth? $1 is now more than 540, and we are celebrating independence. Share this video. Let people come in here and learn how to be successful in their business. When each of us are successful, when you are successful, I am successful, everyone around you is successful, then we can now talk about success as a nation. We can now talk about independence as a nation. But we claim to be independent, but we are still borrowing money up and down. Do we even know the meaning of independence? Are we a sovereign nation? So share this video. Let people come here to learn so that they can make money. And when they make money, they are financially independent. And when they are financially independent, people can now come together and build a nation that is rich and successful. So let's go back to what we are talking about. I am speaking on how to play the sales game. How to play the sales game. And I've spoken on the very first step to play the game. Be your own customer. Your first customer should be you. Know your product. Believe in your product. Before you sell your product, ensure you are the first customer. Does your product really solve the problem that you are trying to solve? You have to know if you use the product. Be your very own customer. Then I'm speaking on those people that are always afraid to sell. That's the second way to play the sales game. Never be afraid to advertise or tell someone about what you are selling. If I tell people, they will say, I'm trying to sell to them. Let them say that. Let them say that. After all, if you don't tell them, they won't know that you are selling that particular product. And what you don't understand is most people even have a problem and they don't know they have a problem. And most of the time, it is when you are trying to advertise to them before they know that they have a problem. Like what I'm doing right now, some people don't know. This is why they are not selling every time. But because I'm saying right now, they know. So if you tell people about your product, they will know about it. If you don't tell them, they don't know. If they don't know, you don't sell. And if you don't sell, you don't make money. Remember I said, in the game of sales, in the game of selling, there are always two winners, and there are either two winners or either two losers. It's either you win as a seller or you lose as a seller. So if your buyer wins, you win. If your buyer loses, you lose. So all your game plan, all your strategies must always be directed to ensure that your buyer wins. Let it look in such a way that your buyer will buy a product from you and he or she will think that he won the game of prize. Have you ever bought something and throughout the course of using that product, you are just happy that, wow, I bought it at a very ridiculous price. You are very happy that you won the game of the prize as a buyer. That's how to win in sales. Buyers love to win the game of prize. Buyers love to win the game of satisfaction. After they buy from you, will they be satisfied? After they buy from you, will they feel that they've won the game of prize? Or they'll be regretting, God, I think I wasted my money. Or are they saying that, wow, I got this at a very ridiculous price? That is how to play the sales game. That is how to play the sales game. So the second point I'm speaking on is don't be afraid to advertise or tell people about your product. And let me tell you, probably you have heard this several times, the more people that knows about your product, the more your chances of selling. The more people that knows about your product, the more your chance of selling. So you better wake up and tell people about your product. Do not be ashamed of what you are selling. That is why I said you should be your very own customer. If you are ashamed of what you are selling, why are you selling it in the first place? Okay? So you need to understand that if you want to sell more of your product, you need to be confident about your product and tell more people about your product. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Some of you, the problem is they are going to say that I'm disturbing them with my messages. Let me tell you, there is options for people not to receive your message on WhatsApp. If anyone feels that your sales, your adverts, your marketing is disturbing them on WhatsApp, they are going to block you or tell you not to send to them anymore. But you are not even sending to them because inside you, you're already thinking they don't want to see your message. You need to send first. Send, irrespective of what you are thinking. Send that advert. Make that marketing. Make that marketing. Make that marketing. Do not be afraid to tell people about your product. It is very, very vital if you want to sell more. You should not, never be afraid to tell people what you are selling. Believe in your product. Believe in your product. If you understand this sales game, you will sell more. You need to be very, very confident. If you are confident, if you are not afraid to advertise your product, this is what I call that you are attacking in the sales game. You are on the offensive run. You attack the buyers with what you are selling. You take the game to them. This is what I'm selling. This is what it will do for you. These are the benefits of my product or services. This is what your problem is. This is where you are. This is where this product will take you to. Advertise to them. Talk to them. Do not be afraid to tell them all these things. Tell them their problems. Tell them the solution you have. Tell them where they are. Tell them where the product will take them to. Until you start doing this, that is when you will sell more. That is when you win the sales game. And I want you to promise me that as from now, you start doing all these things. As from now, you start doing all these things so that you can sell. People that are on my contact knows me very well. There is no day I don't post on my status about my business or what I do, either about our cooperative society or about my own personal business, about my training. I post every day. If you don't want to see my advert, simply mute me. I don't care. People who want to see it will wait to see. That is the mindset you should carry. Do not say because they will complain you are not advertising your product. Who cares about that? Who cares about that? So you have to take the game to the buyer. Attack. That is how to play the sales game. You advertise. Do not be afraid. Be confident. The last point I'm going to talk to you about before I take questions is know your customer. Know your customer. Who are your ideal customer? Everybody cannot be your customer. That is what I just told you. Everybody cannot be your customer. So you have to know your customer. Who are your customers? Who are your customers? This is a question you need to answer. In the game of selling, you need to know your customer. You cannot say you want to sell a Champions League cup to Arsenal. Arsenal is not your customer because you cannot be playing a sales game with Arsenal Football Club trying to sell them Champions League and they are going to win. They don't look hungry. That is just an example, not a disrespect to anyone or club. It's an example to me, personal opinion. Arsenal Football Club did not look so hungry to win a Champions League. So you need to know your customer. Find people that are so hungry for your product. In fact, if you lay your hand on a hungry market, you are going to oversell. People will be fighting for your product. So you need to first sit down. Who are your ideal customers? You are selling bra and you are advertising to 18-year-old boys to buy bra from you. For what? Your target audience should be female. The age bracket should be from 18 upward. These are people who need that product. You are selling properties of 150 million and you are targeting people that are living in Ikorodu. Sorry, no disrespect to anyone. It doesn't mean people in Ikorodu cannot afford properties of 150 million, but the chances are lesser. You need to know your customer, know where they are. It is very important. It is very important. If you want to sell and win the sales game, you need to do all these things. You need to do all these things. You have to sit down, strategize, think, research. Sometimes selling is more of research, not even advert, more of research. What are your prospects thinking? What are your buyers like? How do they look like? Who are they? Where do they live? You have to know all these things. You have to know all these things. Who are your buyers? Are they female? Are they male? Which states are they? Where do they go? What do they talk about? What conversation is happening in their head? You have to carry out research. You have to know them. You have to know your customers. And where can you get all this information? Through research. You go online, find groups. You are trying to sell a product for young moms. There are groups on Facebook that you can go. You see their conversation. You see what they are talking about. Most people, prospects, are always free to pour out their mind on forums. When you visit these forums and you join these groups, you are able to see what they are talking about. This is what will help you to know, okay, these are people I'm trying to sell to. Know your customer. Are you getting value at all? Are you getting value at all? So if you are getting value, I want you to share this live video on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram, on your Twitter. Share as many times as possible. This video will help one or two persons on your contact list. Do not be selfish. Today we are celebrating independence, but we are not independent. The more we help ourselves to be financially independent, the more we can celebrate a true independence as a nation. Share this video. Share this video. Okay? You are watching this video for free. I am giving you this information for free. These are things that people pay for to get access to. You are getting them for free. Why not share with one or two people? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for, patiently being with me from the start. And today we have spoken on how to, play the sales game, the selling game. And now it's time for questions. If you have questions, and before the questions will be popping in, let me quickly say this. My paid WhatsApp group, the bonus, the promo, have stopped this morning. So if you are interested in joining the paid WhatsApp group, it's no longer 5,000 but 2,500 per month. There was a promo for you to pay just 5,000 for live access. That has stopped yesterday. So the price to join the WhatsApp group is now 2,500 per month. That is 30,000 per year. So if you are really interested and you want to sell more of your products, you can reach out to me. Then I will send you the payment information and how to join the group. So you can now ask your questions. If you have concerns about your product, about your business, please ask right away, and I'm going to provide real-time answers for it. Okay, no questions. Please ensure you share this video. Probably you did not watch the video when it started. Any day you find this video, share this video on your profile so that people can be financially independent. They can be financially independent. When they sell, they make money, and they are financially independent. Let's build wealth together. Be your brother's keeper. Do not be selfish. If you have come across this video, it will help one or two persons on your contact list. Share this video. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining the Sales Clinic Open Day. See next week. I want you to know that you are the only one that can help your business. You are the only one that can help your business. You are the first customer for your business. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Sales Clinic Open Day. Thank you. Thank you. Sell more of your products. Sell more of your products. It is very important. When you sell, you are happy. You live the life you wanted. You live the life you wanted. You deserve a good life. You deserve a great life. The only way you can have the life you wanted is when you sell. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the Sales Clinic Open Day. See next week. My name is Kayode Sunday. I'm the African King of Sales, and I'm super happy to have shared this few information with you on how to sell more of your product than you have been selling in the past few days, in the past few weeks, and in the past few years. Thank you all, and I love you all. Goodbye.